You can protect yourself from negativity.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality.
Even when you don't feel like it, there is greatness for you to tap into.
And even when you move backwards a couple of steps, what's the progress that you made in what you learned?
You can protect yourself from negativity. And that's what stops most people, negative thoughts. You can coat your mind from negativity. It's a real simple exercise to do. I do it every morning before I walk out the door. So I walk out as a positive person. You know, I get tired sometimes. That's different from being negative because I get mentally drained from my job at times. But to coat your mind from negativity, the way you can put a coating around your mind is with one simple thing: gratitude. Gratitude erases negativity. I'm gonna show you how this works. If you wake up in the morning and you start having negative thoughts, man, this ain't my day. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm tripping, I just don't feel myself. Every time you feel, in the middle of the day, if you feel yourself doing that, stop, just stop for a second. And start going over in your mind everything you have to be grateful for. Not everything you want, everything you already have. Because what you have is substantial. You just haven't gone over the list and taken inventory in a long time. But the fact that you can walk, that's a blessing. The fact that you woke up, that's another blessing. The fact that you can see, think, reason, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go somewhere and get yourself something to eat, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go and turn the key and call someplace home, that's another blessing. The ability to dream is a blessing. The fact that you have an opportunity to get it right is another blessing. The fact that you're beautiful, that's another blessing. The fact that you have any measure of health, that's another blessing.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. If you want to become successful in life, young man, number one, you got to change your mindset. You don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. Number two, practice OQP, only quality people. Third thing he said, develop your communication skills, because once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. Those are three major things that you want to work on that will liberate you from living in Liberty City, living in poverty and Overtown. It will help to escape out of where you are right now, because I see you watching me and I know you want more. I can see the hunger in your eyes. You get hungry by finding something that's you. I believe that all of us are born unique, but most of us die copies. You got to find out what is it that turns you on, what resonates with you. I speak to change lives because somebody spoke and changed my life. So this is my passion. This is my drive. This is something that I feel in my heart. And so the key to that hunger-driven life is a heart-centered life. You have to work on yourself and you have to have an unstoppable attitude, and no excuse is acceptable.
None of my mentors ever had me focus on perfection. They had me focus on progress to just keep getting better. Little incremental gains every day, every week, every month, every quarter. And even when you move backwards a couple of steps, what's the progress that you made in what you learned? So I was taught that failure is an opportunity to learn. And I was also taught to disassociate me being a failure from failing. With repetition and emotion and consistency, initially it's hard, and you have to use conscious effort to create the new beliefs. He says, but over 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 180 days, that new pattern that you're focusing on and paying attention to, your brain basically says, well, I guess you really don't need those old patterns. You keep activating these new ones. Let's just make these ones work and let's make these real.
And you do need to wallow in it. You do need to take some time. You do need to feel sad or frustrated. You do need to let all of that come up, because you know what? Those are very appropriate emotions. In fact, they prove that you're mentally healthy, because when you work hard for something and you don't get the result that you were working for, it does sting. So don't rush past that feeling. But now let's talk about what comes next. Because one of the hardest yet most important skills in life is what you do after you've been rejected. How do you self-motivate? How do you pick yourself back up? How do you motivate yourself again when you feel like life just punched you in the face? Wouldn't it be so cool that instead of going to a bar for a pint of beer, if you could walk into a bar for motivation and just grab that handle and pour a pint full of liquid motivation and boom, all of this emotion is gone. All of a sudden you're super excited. That would be so amazing. And I want to stay on this example for just a minute of what I'm going through, because I think everybody can relate to the dynamic here, whether you're the one that's been rejected or you're the one that's concerned about somebody who is. And here's how we're going to tackle this. Just do it. What do you think the single most important and powerful word of that tagline is? It's that moment where you're standing on a sideline and you're thinking about whether you're going to jump into the game. You're thinking about whether or not you're going to do it. You're standing there because you're afraid, or you feel unworthy, or you feel like you might not be good enough to be in that game, or now might not be the right time to jump into the game. See, all of those emotions that you feel, they don't motivate you, they drive you to hesitate. Because it's so easy, right, to stand on the sidelines and think about filling out applications, or think about applying for that job, or think about going out on another date. See, that's what Nike's referring to. How you and I sit in our heads and stand on the sidelines of life just waiting for inspiration or motivation to strike. That's why this tagline is so powerful, because Nike knows we are not motivated to do things that scare us. We are not motivated to step into the game. We are not motivated when it comes to doing things that feel a little scary, that feel like they might challenge us, that feel like we might not be good enough. That's why they're saying just do it. They are calling you from the sidelines, because guess what? There is greatness in you. Even when you don't feel like it, there is greatness for you to tap into. There is greatness that you can apply to this situation. So how the heck do you summon it? Just do it.